You send a simple text message. 10 minutes pass. An hour goes by. Nothing. Your mind immediately leaps to the worst possible conclusion. You reread your own words, looking for the flaw, convinced you said the wrong thing and ruined the connection. Or maybe the room goes dark, and suddenly you are wide awake. Out of nowhere, your brain starts running a rapid-fire highlight reel of everything that could possibly fail tomorrow, analyzing a dozen different disasters before you've even had a chance to sleep. It can even strike right at your desk. You make a minor, entirely fixable mistake on a project, but instead of correcting it and moving on, you freeze. You sit there, replaying the error on a loop, certain your boss now views you as entirely useless. These moments carry a heavy, immediate physical toll. Your heart starts to race. You fall into compulsive habits, checking your phone over and over again. You lose sleep, and your body locks into a state of high alert right when it needs rest the most. When you are sitting in the dark, staring at the ceiling, it feels like a unique flaw in your own personality. But millions of people experience these exact same responses every single day. Psychologists have a specific term for this state. It is overthinking. It happens when your brain gets stuck repeating the exact same thoughts, spinning faster and faster without ever actually reaching a resolution. You aren't broken and you aren't failing. Your mind has simply stumbled into a deeply ingrained cognitive trap. To get out of this trap, we have to look at why it exists. During these spirals, your brain is actually doing exactly what it evolved to do: protect you. It's just working way too hard. In any uncertain situation, your mind desperately wants to predict what will happen next. If it can predict the future, it can control the outcome and keep you safe. Because of our primal survival instincts, the brain assigns massive weight to negative possibilities. A single potential threat easily overrides a dozen potential successes. When you face a blank chat screen or an unpredictable day ahead, you lack clear answers. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so does your anxiety. Your brain shifts into overdrive, trying to manufacture a sense of certainty out of pure guesswork. Thousands of years ago, assuming the worst kept us alive in the wild. Today, that same reflex turns a healthy protective instinct into a source of constant, paralyzing stress. Psychologically, overthinking operates on an equation: repeated thoughts plus no resolution. Your mind generates a massive volume of thoughts, tricking you into feeling productive. But without a physical action, that energy has nowhere to go. It bounces back, swirling into an agitated loop. This specific loop is entirely detached from the physical world. You can replay a scenario 50 times in your head, and the actual problem sitting in front of you remains completely untouched. You feel like you are actively solving a crisis. In reality, you are doing the mental equivalent of revving a car engine in neutral. You aren't moving forward. You're just burning fuel and creating exhaust in the form of stress. Overthinking provides a perfect illusion of progress that actively prevents you from solving the problem. Escaping this trap requires acknowledging a difficult truth about human psychology. You cannot control every thought that enters your mind. The initial spike of worry will happen whether you want it to or not. You can, however, control what happens next. You can interrupt the spiral using a simple 3-step technique to break the circuit. Step 1 is to notice the thought objectively as it happens. Step 2 is to label it out loud: I am overthinking. Step 3 is to shift your focus entirely away from the mental loop and direct it toward a concrete, immediate task. This shift requires physical movement. Wash the dishes, walk around the block, open a new document and type a single sentence. The physical action forces your brain to re-engage with reality. You are always going to have moments of doubt. The text message will sit unanswered. The presentation will loom over tomorrow's schedule. It cannot stop those events from triggering anxiety. Breaking the cycle isn't about achieving a perfectly silent mind. It's about recognizing the loop, stepping out of it, and taking absolute control over what action you choose to take next.